Hey Pony Pals, it's Emma from Paint Pony Studios, and today we are doing the hashtag models I regret buying. I have watched Fox Glory's video with this tag and CinnamonMewMew's video with this tag. If you don't know their channels, I'll put a link in the description so you can go and see their videos. But essentially, they didn't tag anybody in particular, so anybody who watches that video was tagged, which is what I am doing. So if you are watching me doing this tag, then you are tagged. So go ahead and make your models I regret buying video. But I will go ahead and get started with the models that I regret buying. Now actually, I don't have a lot of models left in my collection that I regret buying anymore, because with being in college, I had to sell those models. You know, you can't hold on to everything, so selling the models that I didn't have any attachment to helped me get money to go to college. So I don't have a lot of them left. However, there are some in my collection that they're not my favorites. If someone asked to buy them, or if I was having a really hard time, you know, I would probably put them up for sale. Some of them might be up for sale after this video. I don't know. But first of all, we're gonna start with Britannia. And don't get me wrong, Strapless is a really, really pretty mold, but for some reason she just doesn't do it for me. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's just the plain brown coat. You know, I shouldn't say anything because I have a bay and like everybody has a bay horse, you know, in real life. But I don't know, something about it. Maybe if she had even some leg markings. You can see that she doesn't even have leg markings. But there's nothing wrong with her, and she makes a pretty good performance horse. So my mom, actually, who has a smaller collection, is using her for shows. But even she's like, yeah, you know, this doesn't place very well, so I might sell it. So, Britannia. Still a really pretty horse, but just not exactly my cup of tea. Next up, number 2. And these aren't in any particular order. These are just horses that I kind of looked at my shelf and I was like, alright. So second one. This is Equalizer, and I believe I bought him rather inexpensively at, or from Stone a couple years ago in one of their online sales. And he is a very, very pretty boy. He's actually got custom tail, custom mane. If you look, he actually does have dapples. So he's blue taffy with dapples, and I think I paid $80 for him, which for a Stone, he's only like a run of 10. So that was pretty good, and I'm pretty sure the only reason that I bought him at the time was because he was cheaper, and I wanted a Stone, and I wanted a Stone so badly, and I wasn't about to like think and save up for a design horse or for something you know, more rare that I wanted, but I have him, and he actually, I show him as an Australian stock horse. He's not a bad horse to have. I don't want anybody to think that I don't like him, because I do. It's just, I kind of wish that I had saved my money for something that I would like better than I like him. However, he does make a really good halter model when I actually make halters and display them. He's my go-to display model because he's such a dark color that anything I make it just kind of pops. There's really nice contrast there. And his name in my show string is actually Friend Like Me, and I call him Genie. Yes, like Aladdin. That's probably one of my favorite names I've come up with, and it's always nice to hear like it announced over the loudspeaker at a show or whatever. But Equalizer. Not my favorite, but still decent horse. Alright, number 3. That would be this little girl. She is a Saddlebred filly, and I believe she was from a JCPenney set, one of the JCPenney gated sets. And I didn't have, at the time, I think this was like 2011 or 12, and I was trying to, really last minute before the BreyerFest youth show, I was trying to fill my class list with like anything that I could find at the Clarion. So when I saw this little girl, you know, for 20 bucks, that was something I'm like, well, I don't have a light breed. Well, I don't have a light breed baby, so let's go ahead and get the light breed baby. I still really like her. I love black horses. And her little star, I mean, she is absolutely adorable. Give me a little look. She's got 3 stockings. Very cute face. It's just that I know that there are other light breed horses out there that I would like better, and this was kind of like an impulse buy, like, oh, I have to fill my quota on my class list. So I guess I kind of wish, you know, for then it was fine, and it's not like she doesn't place ever. She still does place. But I guess I just wish that I had, you know, like Equalizer, waited until I found one that I really liked and then spent a little more money. But for 20 bucks, she was a really great deal, and, you know, she hangs out on the shelf with all my littles over here, and, you know, I might end up selling her eventually, but for right now, I'm not sure. She might hang around for a bit. And our next one. This one might surprise you a little. This is the cave horse from BreyerFest 2015, which was the French year. And she is a really cool decorator. I love the zebra mold. And if you actually look, you can see how detailed she is. She's got super nice shading. And then the paintings, which you can't really tell, but they are actually stickers, and I'll do the other side. So she is a really, really cool horse, and I remember, you know, waiting in line for hours and hours and hours because I wanted this horse. And honestly, I don't know if she's as great as I thought she was back then. That doesn't mean I don't like her, like I said with the other ones. It's just if I was in a pinch, you know, I think she's one that I would sell, especially because I've seen her going for a lot of money, and, you know, when you're in college, that sort of thing is helpful. But for right now, she's safe in my collection. She's not going anywhere. She doesn't go around to shows as much because I have my decorators up there like Merry Widow and Technicolor and my gold Peter Stone One of a Kind. So she's kind of dwindled in importance since 2015. She's not on my regular show string anymore. So yeah, she's just sort of hanging out. She might just remain a shelf piece. I mean, there's nothing wrong with keeping a model that you like because it's a shelf piece. You don't have to show everything in your collection, and that's, you know, I mean, this shelf right behind me, I don't take my stablemates many places anymore. I don't take San Domingo or Yankee. I don't take those horses because they mean so much to me that they stay here where it's safe. And finally, we have our last models I regret buying. This is Hyksos, and I'm gonna put him up a little bit. You can kind of see my camera glaring. He is number 832 Hyksos, the Egyptian Arab Commemorative Edition, and the little circle up here says 1991 Commemorative Edition Hyksos, the Egyptian Arabian. This year we introduce to you a new decorator color, Ageless Bronze. Production is limited to 7,500 pieces, and each piece is hand numbered. He's actually never been out of the box, and I don't know if I ever plan on taking him out of the box. Just because I bought him at a model horse show. The shows that we go to typically have like a silent auction that goes towards a benefit, like a charity. And this guy was up for, you know, the bids always start at 0 when we go, so it was like, I thought he was really cool, and, you know, it was for a good cause. I believe it was to get one of the local children in the area a therapy dog, which, you know, I can't really regret buying this model when I know that what I spent on him is going to charity, but I also only got him for $15, and it was kind of one of those buying it because nobody else was. However, he is pretty neat. I want to see if I can get, there we go. It's a little hard to show you him with the box, you know, with him still in the box. But I also thought that, you know, just being a commemorative edition, 1991 commemorative edition, that's 7 years before I was born. I was born in 98. So for me, it was just kind of like a really cool purchase, and he's been sitting, you know, on a shelf in the box since I got him, which is last fall, I believe. I think that was the CCR fall show that I bought him at. So, not, you know, I can't really regret buying it because it went to a good cause, but still it's one of those horses that if someone else had bid on it after me, you know, aside from, you know, 15 bucks, if they had gone up to 20, I wouldn't have bought it. But just because it was a $15 horse, I'm like, I don't think I can pass this up. So I didn't, and now he's sitting on a shelf. He might actually go for one of our model horse show prizes, probably for the youth division, so that they have something that's a little more collectible. Whether or not that happens is, you know, totally up to discussion with my mom who runs the shows and everything, so we'll see. I don't really know. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, maybe comment, tell me what models you regret buying, or even a link to your models I regret buying video would be awesome. Alright, I will see you next time, Pony Pals, with some probably BreyerFest special run sneak peeks and the like. Alright, bye!